All right, let me go to Potomac. Hope, good morning.
Good morning.
Wait, so your grandma helped you find out this guy was married?
Yes.
How?
Well, she scrolls through Facebook on the daily,
Of course.
and she found a photo that kind of looked like him, and she emailed it to me because, she doesn't text either.
Goodness.
And it happened to be him, so.
How did she find, like,
Oh my
what 6 degrees separation did she find him?
I'm really not sure, but she must have dug pretty hard into the Facebook world.
Yeah, and you guys were together for how long?
A few months.
And then I guess once we found out he was married, did like other things make sense of like, oh, this is why he did this, this, and this?
Kind of, but I also don't think they were like, I don't know. Yeah, it was
Sure.
It was a whole mess.
Yeah, no, I bet. God, look at Graham's coming through clutch. Okay, hold on 1 second. You were in the running. Let me go. Okay, fake name Megan wants the voice change. Hold on, please. Fake name Megan, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so you found out they're married how?
So we met on Bumble, and we dated for a little over a year, and it was pretty serious. We were on a hike, and he proposed, and then on the way back, he had casually mentioned his wife.
What? Just casually, like, let it slip or what?
Threw it out there.
Yeah, he was like, oh, like, my wife and I, whatever, and I'm like, what? And he was just like, yeah, my wife. And I'm like, what is
So
this?
nonchalant.
Yeah.
That lady.
Crazy, yeah. I had no idea at all. And even after I found out, like, I mean, obviously I was like, no, I'm not doing this. But still, looking back, I had no idea.
Yeah, okay. And you guys were together for how long?
About like a year and a half.
Oh, my. Okay. All right. Fake name Megan. Hold on 1 second. You were in the running. Wow. Just casually be like, hey, here we go. Let me go to fake name Chris. Good morning, fake name Chris.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. So you found out she was married how long into hanging out?
About 3 to 4 months in.
Okay. And so how do we find out?
So to make like a long story short, so she hadn't been coming over. She had only been coming over to my house, and she hadn't like let me go over to hers at all. And then finally, there was just like a time where she spontaneously was like, "Hey, you can come over to mine." I was like, "All right, sounds good." So I went over to her house, and there was a giant like work van outside. I don't know if you've seen these sites before.
Yeah, of course.
It's like one of those small business owned plumbing companies.
Yeah.
Guys speaks on it and everything.
Yeah.
So I see that, and it like just sticks in my brain for some reason. So go over to her house, have a nice night, right, all that stuff, and in the next week, my plumbing starts to crap out. I have the name of the truck still like in my brain,
Dude.
so I call the plumbing company, and I'm like, hey, you come help me fix this, like, what's going on? They come over, guy on the truck's there. I'm, making small talk with him. I'm like, hey, it's kind of cool. I saw your truck, and it actually is the same as the other. He's like, oh, where'd you see it? So I mentioned the neighborhood that I saw it, and he was like, oh, that's actually where I live. You saw my house.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
So, like, okay, did you reach out to her and be like, hey, funny story, your husband came to my house today?
Yeah, it got a little messy from there on, but that's how I figured out was my sink was clogged.
Yeah. My gosh.
Fake name Chris. Good one, sir. All right, hold on 1 second. You in the running. That little bit of comedy there. All right.
God.
I think that's amazing. Let me go. JJ, good morning.
Good morning.
So you were dating this man for how long?
I was dating him for 6 months.
Okay, and we found out he was married how?
So he actually got married while we were dating.
How?
Oh, my God.
Were you invited?
What?
Jiminy.
No, so the whole time we were dating, like, communication was great, but I felt like we didn't see each other enough, so that was kind of the sign.
Sure.
But I had sent him a message one evening, and he replied with the message was like a name with some numbers behind it, which is really weird. So I replied and said, what is this? And he said, oh, I accidentally sent you one of my passwords. So, of course, I went into detective mode, and I did a Google search of the name and just put his last name after it. And it took me to a Twitter page where there was a woman holding out a ring saying he did it.
Oh,
and
my God.
I wrote a little bit more. And so when they actually had gotten married, this was during COVID, too. During COVID, they got married. while we were dating.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh.
So wait, JJ, again, that is just like such divine intervention that
Yeah,
that like
seriously.
that happened.
Oh yeah, I dodged a bullet. I totally dodged a bullet.
Did you take that bullet and put it right into him, or how do we let him know?
I felt like it.
No judgment here.
Right.
All right.
He admitted to it. You know.
Yeah, well, yeah, at that point, I think he probably has to. All right, JJ, hold on 1 second. You're in the running. What an idiot. Let me go to Manassas. Olivia, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
All right, so you found out they were married how?
Through Instagram.
Oh, boy. What did we find?
So we had been talking for a few months, and there was no pictures of her on his Instagram. You know, I like to do that dive and make sure that I'm
Sure.
not talking to somebody that's talking to somebody else. So there was nothing.
Oh, no, Olivia, cut out. Wait, Olivia, cut out.
Like,
Cut out. So, wait, so what happened, Olivia? Your phone cut out.
Oh, sorry. I said there was nothing on there to even like show that he was even seeing somebody. So then I call everything off because, you know, I just wasn't vibing. And then maybe 3 weeks later, there's pictures of his wedding night on the Instagram.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
What is wrong with people?
And you guys were, like, hanging out for how long?
It had been maybe like 5, almost 6 months.
Okay. And so when we found that out, did other things make sense of, like, oh, this is why he did, you know, blah, 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 blah?
No, because like he was chatting me up as if it was gonna carry on for years, kind of thing.
Oh, my God. And we confronted him. What did he say? Like, oops?
He was like, well, I don't even remember what he said, but he said something along the lines of like, oh, it was a fun night, something like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, my
All right.
gosh.
All right, Olivia, hold on 1 second. You are in the running. That, again, wild. Let me go to fake name Lisa. Good morning, fake name Lisa.
Good morning.
So you were with this person for how long?
About 1 year and 3 months.
Okay. And you found out he was married how?
So when we initially got together, he told me he was divorced. He was recently divorced.
Okay.
We were actually living together at the time. Somehow his still current wife found out about me, Googled me, couldn't find me, but she found my mother and contacted my mother to tell her that I was with her husband.
Oh, my God. Wait. So what'd your mom say? Like, hey,
Oh my
love you, fake name
gosh.
Lisa, but funny thing happened on Facebook today.
Yeah, it was, she was not happy until I explained my side of the story, and then she understood.
Yeah.
Needless to say, that relationship did not last very long.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet. And then, so after 1 year and 3 months, fake name Lisa, when we found this out, did we,
Gosh.
like, other things start to make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay. All right, fake name Lisa, 1 second. You were in the running.